Hello dear friends, in this video I want to show you the account settings available on the keylogger.net site. To access your personal account settings, we need to find our name in the upper right corner, right here, next to the Logout button. Click on the link with your name, in our case the name is Test. On the next page we will see Profile Settings. Here we can see our current email address, but we cannot change it. We can change our password and confirm the password change. You can also change your name. Let's enter a different name. At the bottom of the page there is an option to change the language of our account interface. For example, let's choose Polish and click Update Profile. Now we can see that some words have already been translated into Polish, while others remain in English. This means the Polish interface is still in the process of being translated. Let's switch back to the English interface and click Save Changes. Next, here we can change our time zone in the time zone field. Type the first letters of the city, for example Minsk, and the system will suggest the correct time zone. Europe, Minsk +3. For now, let's leave our time zone as is. Next, there is the option Subscribe to notifications. If we uncheck this box, we won't receive email updates from the server. Disable new devices to access this account. Means disallowing access to our account from other browsers, not just on this computer, but on other devices as well. If we check this box, access to the account will only be possible with permission via email. In other words, if someone tries to log in from different browser, a special link will be sent to us via email to authorize access. There's a Delete Profile button. If we click it, we will need to provide a reason for deleting the account and then click Delete Profile to confirm the deletion. If we change our mind, we can click Cancel to stop the deletion. On this page, there is a Security tab. Here, there are options to increase the security of our account. Why do we need to increase the security of our account? We monitor our computer, our children, and the information that was collected may be confidential. It could contain passwords, photos, and other information that we don't want to make public. So, to enhance the protection of this information, we can enable data encryption. If we enable end-to-end encryption, the data collected on the computer will first be encrypted in the Keylogger program and then sent to the server in encrypted form. On the server, the data will be stored encrypted and only decrypted in the parent's browser. To enable encryption, click Manage, then Enable, and restart the child's computer. After that, the Keylogger program will receive an encryption key from the server and use it to encrypt the data. The parent's browser will receive another key, which it will use to decrypt the data. In one of our next videos, we will talk more about encryption. In the browser identification group, we can enable protection from logging in from other browsers. If we switch it on, any attempts to log in from other browsers will be blocked until we authorize access. We can view a list of connected browsers and manage them, remove or block access if necessary. We can see that 4 browsers are currently connected to our account. One of the browsers logged in from Moldova. We open the browser information and see that it is a Chrome browser and logged in from Moldova using Windows with a specified IP address. We can block this browser so it no longer has access to the account. We can also remove this browser from the list or log out using the Deauthenticate button. It also shows this browser's digital footprint, a unique identifier that is randomly generated when first logging into the Keylogger account. Let's remove this browser from the list. Since we have enabled protection from other browsers, this browser will no longer be able to log into our account. Next, there is another browser, Microsoft Edge, which logged from the same IP address in Chisinau, Moldova, on the Windows platform. Let's delete it as well. There is one more browser left. Let's delete it too. Now there is only one browser left, which we are currently using. As you can see, it is on the Windows platform and it is the Google Chrome browser. Now let's try logging into our account from another browser, like Mozilla Firefox. When attempting to log into the Keylogger site, a message appears stating that this browser cannot access our account. And we need to log in from an authorized device and disable the option to block other browsers. Additionally, a notification has been sent to our email. Since this email is not real, I will show you what such a notification might look like in another email account. Here, take a look. This is what the email from the Keylogger service looks like. It is titled New Device Rejected. This means the new device was denied access to the Keylogger site. The email says, "Hello, Mr. A login from an unknown device was rejected." The email shows the digital footprint or ID of this device, GUID, the device IP address, the Windows platform, the Chrome browser type, the login attempt date, and the location, the country from which the login attempt was made. You can add this device to the list of allowed devices using this link in the email. When you click, the site is checked, and after that, it is reported that this browser can now access your Keylogger.net profile. Now let's go back to the browser from which we tried to log in. If we now try to access our account from this browser, access will work if we have allowed this browser to log into our account. Returning to the security page. Next, two-factor authentication. What is it? It is a mandatory use of a one-time password along with the regular password. The Google Authenticator application is used to generate one-time passwords. This application needs to be installed on our smartphone and connected to our Keylogger account. You can download Google Authenticator from Google Play Market. Here's what it looks like. Here are your profiles and one-time passwords, which expire in 30 seconds. When the timer on the screen completes a full cycle, the one-time password will be updated. In one of our next videos, we'll show how to use Google Authenticator when logging into the Keylogger website. Another option. How often to use two-factor authentication? Only for new browsers or for all browsers? If we choose for all browsers, then, in any case, even on this browser, we will need to use Google Authenticator. If we choose only for new browsers, then two-factor authentication will be not required on the current browser, but only on all other browsers. Let's disable the block on logging in from other browsers and check the login with Mozilla Firefox. As we can see, the login works. In the History section, you can view the history of changes to the account and activities on it. In the Account Change log, we can see how our account was changed over time, when it was at the professional level and when it was at the basic level. Action History is an audit that shows our action within the account. For example, we logged in from other browser, which created a new digital footprint. The action history also shows all our actions from the moment the account was created. In the Connected Devices tab, you can see the devices and browsers connected to the account. Next, Backup. In the Backup section, you can create and download a backup of information from the devices. By clicking Start Download, packages with information collected from computers and phones will be created. You can unpack the packages and review their contents. Here you will find screenshots and logs, recordings of ambient sounds. For mobile devices, there are also photos and call recordings. That's all for now. In the next video, I will talk about the features of the standard subscription. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. See you next time!